Welcome. I am Adrienne Nikki Cobb, and you are in week 10. We are in week 10, and we're going to be opening up our energy field today, kind of working with the 10th chakra. Obviously, we're working through all the chakras in general as we do this every week with the different star mastery systems. So the energy that we're working with today is the energy of Draconian starseed energy. So that is Draconian energy, and we'll get into that momentarily. So I hope you've had a good past week with the Polaris and the Polarian energies. All right, so let's just clear our energy field this morning. So we're going to begin by following the natural rhythm of our breath. Breathing in and out. Oh, expanding into the wisdom of the Sacred Heart and the temple of the Great Central Sun Angels, opening up a quantum prayer field sealed in the all-consuming violet transmuting flame. On into the Great Divine Director's ray of harmony, harmonizing all the chakras with that rainbow ray of energy. Clearing that space. And as we're connecting into this energy, we want to call forth the miracle mantle, the mighty Elohim, Seraphim, Cherubim, the essential unknown archangels. We're going to command down the spiraling blue flame of the Ascended Master Octave, and really noticing how that feels. That's a really good one to call in every morning and before you go to bed, or anytime you might feel stress or anxieties. So I'm commanding down the all-consuming spiraling blue flame of the Ascended Master Octave. And the Ascended Masters pair really well with the star beams. That's a nice energy. So just breathing in and out of that energy. Connecting into source energy. Imagine sending infinite love, adoration, and gratitude up through that portal of light, going into vertical alignment to source energy. And we're going to command down the cosmic force of pure love and light. Supreme divinity and divine intelligence coming down through your energy field, clearing out any emotions, feelings, thoughts that are not yours. Clearing the space. Grounding this energy into the heart of the earth, heart of the planet. In 4 columns of light to stabilize your energy field, creating a field of light around your body, amplifying divine protection, love, light, divine intelligence, supreme divinity. You just imagine standing on the earth and allowing the earth to absorb any energy that doesn't serve you. Grounding that energy. And then drawing up from the bottoms of your feet, healing electronic energy from the earth coming up through the bottoms of your feet, through your knees and hips, up into your heart, allowing yourself to feel connected above and connected into the earth. Allowing that higher awareness of energy to come in. As we begin to soul travel into the energy, going into the 8th chakra, activating the Merkaba, the star tetrahedron around your body that we do soul travel with. It's a protective sheath of light, but it's also a way in which you soul travel when you sleep at night, when you meditate, when you're in altered states. As we're igniting the star tetrahedron to perfect spin ratio, cleansing, clearing it in the violet flame, pure love and light, allowing us to travel into the star system of Draconia, Draconian star seed energies, allowing us to travel into that portal of light with the great central sun angels supporting us, moving at the speed of light, clearing that energy all the way through. As we enter into this temple of light, noticing any particular colors, light energies, notice if you hear anything, any energy in the background, toning, chanting, sound frequencies. Noticing any particular fragrances that might be there. And just how you feel, noticing the feeling of being in the Draconian energy. So, that Draconian energy, feeling them coming forth really with great honor and great reverence. We're showing up to visit them. And this energy, Draconian energy, is about the use of your power. It's about the use of your divine power and personal power, which can very easily in human form be kind of misused in different ways. And so this is their type of starseed energy that helps to support you in that. And like human beings, the Draconian energy oftentimes gets kind of a bad rap because they're also considered, they do deal with more of a some of the reptilian energy. So when you're looking onto the planet, what's been star-seeded here, you're dealing with the snake energy. You're also dealing with dragon energy. So reptilian energy. And that's how that comes forth, is a lot of things in the reptilian kingdom. That could also be the lizards and things like that. So with snake energy, if you looked at snake animal medicine, snake energy is one of the things for transformation. And it's even in the medical field and in healing energies, the snake goes up the staff. So it's a transformational energy, and it can be a deeply healing energy as well. Snakes also have a poisonous bite and can kill you. So there's that. Dragons are mythological creatures that also come from this realm, and they overlap into this realm. I think that's one reason they've been so powerful in our mythology. They might have had more to do even with the Viking energy and some of that. They have a strong relationship to dragon energy. It deals with a lot of volcano energy, the fire of the planet. Again, dragons have a tremendous amount of healing power, sort of like a phoenix, right? They have a lot of healing power to them, a lot of energy of deep trust, and can work with you in that way. And they also have been seen through, on that mythological level of burning things up with their fire and their flame and stealing crops. So you can see how the Draconian energy working with the reptilian energy, it has a tremendous amount of power for transformation in the human spirit. And it feels like the Draconian energy is it's an energy that can really be kind of a gateway energy towards moving into more of the higher chakras and some of the higher power centers. And depending on how people use their personal power and their divine power, that's what they're a teacher for. So they teach people soul transformation, soul initiations, moving from our understanding our dark side and that deep energies, our fears, our anxieties, that kind of thing, understanding it, perhaps becoming one with it, and then being able to evolve it. If we judge the dark side, we go into separation. So it's a really tricky thing here. So if you start judging the dark side of your nature or somebody else's nature or the world, then you immediately create separation, which in this case would be kind of a misuse of power. So it's not about allowing dark energy into your life necessarily, but it's also about not judging it and holding a place of peace in your energy field and commanding divine right action from your own energy. So when other people or yourself may be out of balance through addictions, judgments, entities, demonic forces, greed, money, gluttony, all the different things. And I think, there's the whole sort of mythology, sort of not a mythology necessarily, but like the whole 7 sins energy, right? These might be initiations in a way for the human soul that we do go through. So this is like one of the things that the Draconian energy kind of helps us with. So whenever we get to a pocket inside of us of separation, a pocket of pain and suffering, a pocket that can create narcissism and addictions and bad behaviors and, coping mechanisms and things like that, we're going to be more susceptible to that maybe negative energy of Draconian energy, which gives us an opportunity to decide how we want to handle that. So sometimes maybe the more power people have, the more money people have, there's like an intoxication that kind of happens with that can be somewhat addictive. Same could be true with people who are overly service oriented and people who have poverty mentality. So whether you're either side of the spectrum, this Draconian energy can really help you to come back into the center of that. So we're contacting this energy with the higher frequency Draconian beings of light and feeling them coming in and how they can help us in this moment, because we always have to meet ourselves before we go to the next level. There's always on the soul an initiation that happens before we make major transformation. And with each of the chakras and each of the modules we've been going through, each star being has been taking us through initiations to help us to move to that 5th to 12th dimensional realm of light. So in this moment, I want you to breathe in as we call into the support of the Draconian energy, the higher frequency Draconian energy. Feeling again their deep sense of respect and honor for showing up, not judging their energy, being present with them for the light and the teachings they do bring. They're a very powerful starseed energy, teaching humanity the right use of divine power and personal power. And as you take a deep breath inside, I want you to notice going down into your lower 3 chakras, any uneasiness, any anxieties, and we're inviting in to the energy your own shadow side. So dropping down into your belly area, into your own shadow side. To make peace with it, to become one with it, to integrate this part of you into wholeness. It's really important to have that balance. And in human form, that's one of the ways that we learn, is polarity, karma, action, reaction, light, dark, good, bad, up, down. It's part of the experience being here. That's necessary. And so feeling the master teachers of this draconian energy, the master teachers of this energy. And again, as you breathe down into your belly, noticing any feelings that are going on. And we want to invite in to the energy any shadow side energy, anything that's unresolved, that's seeking healing. Along with this energy, you've seen other ascended masters who also help with this, such as Kali, coming out of the Indian traditions, Popapelli, coming out of the Native American traditions, but pretty much all indigenous teachings, the hero's journey, mythologies, carry a dark and light energy to our story. Medusa. And so just noticing in the human story, there's war and peace. There's rich and poor, light and dark. And it's being in that that middle ground. Within the infinity symbol, there's that place right in the middle. You're holding a frequency with, right? And so as you just welcome in any of energy, and when we talk about the dark energy, we're really talking about unresolved pain body. We talk about narcissism, unresolved pain body. We talk about anything along those lines. It's just unresolved pain body is what carries that dark force. And so we're inviting in your own pain body, knowing that the draconian energy, that snake that goes up the staff, is a healing energy, a healing force, but it's key to it is self-acceptance. Not judging it is the first key. So not judging the draconian energy, not judging your energy, not judging the darkness in the world, other people. So feeling that energy, breathing into human nature, and more specifically, the energy of fear. So the premise that kind of generates the pain body kind of spinning out of control and then having bad behaviors. Maybe we tell a white lie. Maybe we take something that isn't ours. Maybe we do something that isn't in right alignment in some way where it's not really spiritually guided. Like the lying, stealing, those actions themselves aren't necessarily always wrong action. But when there's like this spiritual right action to it, there can be a right action to it, right? So again, I want you to notice places in your own life where maybe you've done something that you're just not proud of, something that you judge, a behavior in yourself. Maybe you give your power away to others. Maybe you again have done things or judged others. And so as you breathe into that, we're going to call into this healing ray of draconian energy of the self-acceptance, which requires first just being honest with self. Starting there, and then I want you to begin to notice this illuminating light coming in. You might start to feel it coming in through your chest and your heart, the upper chakra system, coming all the way down into your lower three chakras. And so when we're transitioning from third dimensional consciousness into the fifth through 12th dimensional consciousness, this is one of the gateways. It's a gateway to transition into the higher energy. So just breathing into that energy for a moment and just feeling into all of that. And as you keep breathing into your belly, into the shadow side, any judgments that you have, any pain and suffering, notice if there's deeper emotions that are there. Like as I'm working with the group energy and watching this, it feels like there's also this energy of sorrow, grief, separation, perhaps even seeking forgiveness. Now, the Draconian energy doesn't actually bring forgiveness in per se, but they help you in that transition to get back into a place of going to source energy and calling forth that energy of divine forgiveness. It's like a divine intervention. So we're going to go ahead and activate within this energy, calling forth to source energy and the Holy Spirit, calling in the flames of forgiveness, the I am presence, turning all the energy that you're willing to release and transmute from past, present, future, time, space, continuum, throughout all dimensions, all parallel selves, to be able to clear this energy. So again, we're asking this not only in this lifetime, things that you've done, things that you might have regrets for, things that you're still holding on to, knowing that the Draconian energy is an initiatory, very deep energy. A lot of the ascended masters, intuits have all had to go through this as well. So breathing into this, creating a right aligned energy, and feeling as the Draconian energy is able to support you in this transition, and asking in the spiraling blue flame of the Ascended Master Octave and the Holy Spirit to please assist your own I am presence, higher self, calling into your guardian angel and your tribe's councils of light assisting, calling into the miracle mantle, the mighty Elohim and the seraphim, helping to elevate this energy within each of the cells of our body, our own vibratory resonance, our electrons, feeling this energy being transmuted again through self-acceptance and coming back into right alignment with who you are as divine power, using your free will and the energy of divine power. Allowing that energy to come forth. And then with this Draconian energy, feeling it come in more sort of like a electrical frequency or a lightning bolt, coming down through the upper chakra system, and literally this lightning bolt kind of cracking through any heart walls, any place that you've blocked your heart, going through all the chakras, blocking places where you've blocked your own life force in. It's almost like imagine almost like a dragon egg, just sort of busting open and allowing this higher spirit energy coming forth, helping you to know how to navigate through this 5th to 12th dimensional frequencies with divine power and personal power merged together. And so now feeling this infinity symbol coming in, and that energy like the staff, the healing staff with the snake that goes up, literally in an infinity symbol, going up that energy, up your chakra system, reclaiming any of the Kundalini energy, clearing the Kundalini energy from the 1st chakra up to the 7th chakra, clearing this energy all the way up. An infinity symbol of merging and aligning all elements, positive, negative, light, dark, and feeling the wholeness that comes from this, the oneness, opening up this higher level of compassion with the all that is. Feeling this energy go up to the crown chakra, all the way up the chakras above the head to the 12th chakra. Feeling this illuminating light of wholeness, merging the energy together, knowing that all this energy has its own divine right action and empowerment to it. Feeling this frequency as it moves, aligns, harmonizes, integrates, being sealed into your energy field. Feeling any emotions, anxieties, depressions, tensions, guilt, shame, betrayals, abandonment, rejections, everything being held in your pain body, being given this healing salve, this healing energy of draconian light, of self-acceptance, self-awareness. And that draconian energy in its highest form brings about this higher illumination of energy, that it requires that ebb and flow of having good days and bad days, and doing things that you wished you hadn't, and doing things you're super happy and proud of. It's all of it, right? So draconian energy helps with that, and feeling this illumination of how much your soul has grown through lifetimes of all the different experiences you've had, and feeling this healing energy of self-acceptance starting to illuminate the heart chakra, going through the 10th chakra, all the different chakras, like a cleansing, healing energy. And this energy is going to continue throughout the week, so you might notice that kind of coming in and working its way through. And one of the easiest ways for this energy to kind of work itself out might also be in your dream time. So if you do have intense dreams or healing dreams or bad dreams or whatever, just know that this could also be your unconscious and your subconscious, because the subconscious handles reptilian energy in the brain. So there's subconscious, unconscious, which is unconscious emotional stuff, conscious and superconscious, right? So right now we are literally dealing in this subconscious energy, which is really deep and considered the reptilian part of the brain. And it holds old memories and survivalism. It's straight up survivalism of the brain. Unconscious energy has survivalism, but it's all emotional reaction stuff, right? So they'll both be kind of tapped into, but this energy is the deep subconscious. And so again, working through your dream time would be the easiest way to kind of start, that might have kind of a detoxing and very healing energy that works with us this month. So all right, so I hope you integrate this really well this week, and I look forward to talking to you next Sunday as this energy with the higher conscious draconian energies are blessing us, working with us, and helping us to really come into not being afraid of our power. That's one of the other big things about separation, is we get afraid of our divine power, and then we start giving it away. So, and blaming other people or wanting to take responsibility. So the upside to this energy is knowing your divine power, being in alignment with I am presence, and being a commanding force of your free will. So that's what we're leading to, but we're going to go through this initiation of subconscious energy in order to really come back and trust ourselves. There's a lot of trust issues around draconian energy. And so we're learning to trust ourselves, to trust our power, and to command right action in the world. So it's a powerful journey, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Good night.